Did you know the biggest scam in history wasn't by a gang? It was by a company. A company that entered India to trade in spices and cloth, and left behind the corpse of an entire continent. The story began in 1608, when merchant ships docked in ports under the name of the East India Company. They played the role of humble traders and said, "We're just here for business. No invasion, not a single bullet fired." But this company discovered that India was very rich, but divided. They began buying the loyalty of princes with money, arming rival kingdoms against each other, and meddling in succession disputes. They turned Indian against Indian until the stage was set, and in 1757, at the Battle of Plassey, the British defeated a massive Indian army, not by force, but by betrayal. They bribed commanders to withdraw from the battle and leave their army to be slaughtered. Imagine, a trading company was now ruling millions. The tragedy is they ruled India with Indian soldiers paid pennies to kill their own countrymen. Taxes increased until they became impossible. Farmers were forced to grow crops for Britain instead of the food they lived on. And when famines began to ravage the people, the British refused to provide any assistance, and tens of millions died of hunger under the company's rule. And in 1857, the explosion happened. The Sepoy Mutiny. The British crushed the rebellion with brute force, and power officially transferred from the company to the British Crown in 1858. But after the two world wars, Britain grew weak, and in 1947, they decided to flee quickly. They drew partition borders in a fatal rush, and the result was the displacement of millions. And more than 1 million people died in the streets of India. They entered as traders, ruled as emperors, and left behind a land whose wounds and history were changed forever. Do you think there are companies today playing the same game the East India Company started? Share your thoughts in the comments and tell me which part shocked you the most. Don't forget to like and follow to get all the new mysteries. Peace out, my friend.